Wow, I feel so professional. Let's just pop you down a little bit. This is going to annoy me, but to be honest, there's nothing I can really do about it right now. I also feel like I need to sit up a little bit. Guys, this is so fun. I have got a little setup in this room. I do have the sliding doors open though because the sun is sunning and he's got his chew right there, but it's a little bit windy. So I hope the audio is okay for you. If you're listening, if you're watching, you'll see this little setup. It's not great. It's a work in progress. So far, I have no furniture for this little podcast studio that I'm hopefully setting up. All I've done is paint this wall black. And the vision is, Fergus, that's really loud so if you could stop, that'd be great. Is that I want the Walking Equestrian neon sign, greenery, some really cute chairs. But so far I've just painted the wall black. I've got everything set up, like equipment wise. And I'm sat on one of the living room chairs. Stunning. I've got me a juice. Hang on. If you hate ASMR, I am so sorry. I actually love ASMR. I'm such an ASMR girly, but I have to wear headphones because Joe absolutely hates it. Like, hates it to another level. And I love ASMR. I love mukbangs. I know, I'm a freak. I haven't met anyone yet who loves ASMR. Like Georgie, she has to sleep in absolute silence. Joe likes rain sounds. I haven't met anyone who loves ASMR. Oh my God, I don't know what it is. It really zones me out. But anyways, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Walking Equestrian Podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, then I hope my voice doesn't annoy you too much. And if you're watching on YouTube, hey, hope you love this cute little setup. For those who are listening, I'll just tell you the vibes anyways. Sat on a blue chair with a weird little phone box thing next to my head, really weird. Got my juice. I'm sat here in a sports bar actually. Well, it just looks like a crop top really, doesn't it? Because it's warm and I'm enjoying the sun. Yeah, absolutely vibing. And I wanted to come and do a podcast episode for you guys and just chat to you about my life. I don't actually have anything planned for this episode. I wanted to make it really chilled with my juice that Alana gave me, which is absolutely stunning. So, yeah, I just wanted to update you on life. I haven't done a podcast episode in a couple of weeks. So what has been going on in TP land? If I'm honest, actually, real talk. Oh no, my battery's going to die on my camera. That is so fun, isn't it? We're back in business. Sorry about that. I had to go and find a battery. Can you believe I've got 3 batteries and only one of them was charged? Honestly, absolutely mental. Yeah, sorry. What were we talking about? What's been going on in TP land? Ferg, do not knock the camera. Good boy. He's sat right underneath you guys, by the way. That sounded strange. Anyways, he's sunbathing in front. He's part of the pod, you know. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I remember what I was talking about now. Some real talk about being a small business owner. Oh my days, has August been a struggle? Like, I'm not joking. The deflation and the feeling of feeling so defeated whilst having a business in August is insane. Like, I am so quiet. It's unbelievable. Like today, don't get me wrong, I'm very grateful because I do still have dogs every single day. And I've been very lucky that I've taken on other work, like horses and stuff, for example. But I honestly, yeah, I've been just really quiet. So today I had 5 dogs. I roughly have been having 5 or 6 dogs a day, or like 8 dogs, which I know sounds very busy, but compared to what I'm normally doing, I just, yeah, I've been having 1 walk a day. I don't know if I've shaved my pits, and if I haven't, I'm really sorry, YouTube, but, you know, reality, do you know what I mean? But, yeah, it's just been really quiet. I've got a cancelled house sit, so that didn't happen because, bless them, they got really poorly, so that got cancelled. And then what else happened? Oh, I had a bit of a situation with a customer. And yeah, it's just been really, really hard during August, and it's definitely made an impact because obviously we've just moved house. So we are very, very lucky that we got a lot of our stuff for the house given to us for free from family. But we still had to buy things. So a lot of like my July money went on the house, and then it meant that in August I've just not done a lot with Lux. If you guys don't know who Lux is, she's my pony, and we like to just have fun and go eventing and stuff like that. So we haven't been eventing in July or August, because July I obviously put all my money into the house, and then August has been really quiet with work. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I just have not been able to afford to go eventing. But I am gonna do the Pontypool Cotswold Cup, which is so exciting. But yeah, it's just a shame really, because obviously it's so hard, because summer, like, you wait all summer long, don't you? Sorry, that is Fergus wobbling the camera. Yeah, you wait all summer long for, like, you know, to go out and compete and stuff like that, but then you forget how expensive it is. But yeah, it's just been really quiet, I'm not gonna lie. It's been very, yeah, I think people have been on holiday, and I did put my retainer fee in, and don't get me wrong, that definitely has like helped me out. But yeah, I just have not had anywhere near as many house sits as I did last year, which is actually my fault, because I have been I've got loads of messages, but I'm just so picky, and I don't like doing house sits for people that aren't a reference, or I don't know them, or they're not a walking customer. I don't know whether people might find that really strange, considering I am a house/pet sitter, but I've just had some really like crazy experiences in the past where I've turned up and the dog's been a nightmare, or the house has been like completely not what they said. And yeah, and it's just, if I'm being completely honest, I don't settle in a house unless I know the dog, or I know the people, or it's a really good reference and I just have that comfort, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else ever feels like that, but yeah, it's just, I've not taken on as much house sitting as I normally would. And yeah, so instead, what have I been doing? Like this morning, for example, I did some cover work on a yard for a couple of hours. I'm doing 2 days again next week at that yard. Thankfully, I've got my social media, which is why I've been putting more time and effort into my social media, which has been nice. Saying that I need to edit some stuff for TikTok. So yeah, I've been doing that. And yeah, I think it's so hard for dog walkers though, and it's really hard to not feel like your business is flopping, because I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly, is my knee annoying there, by the way? Oh well. It's really hard to not feel so deflated when it's quiet. Because it's summer holidays, people are at home, they don't need you. I have put my retainer fee in, but it's just, yeah, it's hard. It is hard. I am grateful though, like, don't get it wrong, like, I am grateful, like, I've still got dogs every day. I've got more time for Fergus, and the house and stuff. I get to do things like paint my podcast room and things like that. So I'm trying to like accept the slow times, because I feel like with self-employment, like, it goes one or two ways. You're either flat out busy to the point where you don't even get time to yourself, or you get the quiet times and you kind of just have to take the quiet times and just be like, look, this is what's booked in, this is what isn't, and just take it, which obviously is so much easier said than done. Sorry, I'm really worried about Fergus. He's so big and he just doesn't know his own size, that I can just see this whole setup just going like completely, okay, he's moved, it's fine. But yeah, I can just see him like crashing the whole thing down. Fergus is absolutely fine, by the way. I absolutely love him so much, although he is fine, he's happy, he is been very testing the last week in terms of his recall, which is obviously down to us. We have not been doing as many little training games, engagement games, and it reflects on the walks when he has that time to be free and just roam and sniff and be a dog. It definitely shows, because obviously the engagement we've worked really hard on literally from like get-go, and because we've just been, well, Joe's been starting a new job, so he literally is out the house from like 4:45 until 5:30, and then he comes back and he works in the house and things like that. So it's just been really busy, and I've been really slack with it because I'm also doing gardening during the day, and well, I'm basically just making a load of excuses, to be honest. But you know, life, do you know what I mean? You can't balance everything. And actually, this is something that I want to talk about, is like how many plates you can juggle. Because I am one of those people, though, that I cannot spin so many plates because nothing gets like an equal amount of attention. Do you know what I mean? So, for example, I'd say for the last 3 weeks, all my attention has been going on to the house, really, and gardening, and then the horse, trying to keep her fit, which I'm really happy with, because I am like keeping her like fit, rather than just like you being like, oh no, we're not competing. I'd be quite happy that, you know, I've kept her going. She's being hacked, she's been schooled, she's been jumped, which is good. So she's good. But yeah, I just haven't been giving attention to things like Fergus's training and also my reading, guys. Although, no, that's a lie. About, not last weekend, the weekend before, I read a whole book, It Ends With Us, because I wanted to go and see the film. Saw the film, absolutely 10 out of 10. Book, 10 out of 10. Loved every second. Such an easy read, so easy to follow. And I'm getting back into the ACOTAR series. I had a break, and I read a chapter of it last night, although it was really late. But so I'd managed to read a chapter because I want to get my brain back into it. So I'm on the 3rd book of the ACOTAR series, which is insane. That is a bit more challenging to read, definitely, compared to Colleen Hoover. Sorry, mouth was not mouthing. Yeah, so I need to get back into that, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, the film was amazing. Everyone said on TikTok, they were like, oh, the just keep swimming quote wasn't in it, and the magnet, and what other things wasn't in it? There's just a couple of small things that weren't in it, but I went very open-minded to the film because I had so many messages saying that it wasn't that good. So yeah, I had like so many, just messages like that. So I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go and just not even compare it to the film. And I think that's why I enjoyed it so much, because I just took it for what it was. The only thing I would say about the film, if I was going to be really picky, is that if you had not read the book, I feel like the movie would be a slow burner. Do you see where I'm coming from? Because I kind of knew the storyline, I was so excited for the next thing, because I wanted to see how is it all going to, like, how they're going to film it and how things look. Like, for example, how did the flower shop look? What did Lily's apartment look like? Etc, etc. So I feel like I was hooked for that reason. However, had I not read the book, I think I'd struggle to, like, maybe sit through the whole thing, because it might be a bit... OB? Sorry, I just had to go check on OB. I've actually got my friend's dog staying with me at the moment. OB. It's not part of the business or anything. It's just like a favour. So yeah, he is staying here at the moment. I just heard him barking then. I was like, hello. Bless him, he's really deaf. So yeah, he's just having a little nap out there. Sorry guys, we are back. All 3 of my batteries on my camera, dead. Literally dead. So we're now on my mobile telephone device, which I feel like for some reason you can see the background worse. Guys, I'm not going to hide it. Do you know what I mean? Like, the background looks awful right now because I just don't have my furniture, don't have my pretty sign, but you can see the vision. Also, I keep tapping my straw right against my microphone. That must be so annoying for those of you listening. So maybe I'll just put that down here because I keep tapping it. Anyway, sorry. So what was I saying? I was talking about the film, wasn't I? Honestly, 10 out of 10 vibes. Highly recommend. Go watch it. And if you want to get into reading, then read it because it's so easy. The vocab is easy to follow. And bearing in mind, guys, I'm not a reader. I've only just got into reading last month. Have never been a reader as a kid. Hated school, can confirm. Didn't get high grades. Don't know if that's obvious or not. But reading a book is like just going into your own imaginative world. Like going into your imagination and just like escaping reality, not to make it cringy. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to make everything so deep and cringe, but it is. It's exactly that, and I love it. I literally love, like, because I just get invested. Yeah, I can be with all these fictional characters, and oh, I just love it. I do just love it. I'm really excited to read Fourth Wing. Sorry if this is really boring and you don't have a clue what BookTok is, but get on BookTok because this is where you get all the recommendations. But anyways, I'm going to be done in 2 seconds, but I really want to read Fourth Wing. So yeah, but I need to finish the ACOTAR series first because I keep having breaks. I feel like I read a book and then have a break because I'm like, oh, you're so clever for reading that whole book. So then I have a break. Don't know why I do that. I should really just jump onto the next one, shouldn't I? Anyway, sorry, that's enough about the book talk. I want to talk to you guys about what my upcoming plans are with Lux. So Lux has been a very good girl. She is slay. I feel like we are clicking a lot better. Honestly, our lesson with Will was amazing, like insane. Absolutely loved it. And our plans are, so this weekend we've got camp, local, with Sophie Dickinson. I did it last year with Sonic, if you guys have been around since then. There is a vlog of the camp that I did last year, so it's the same camp this year, but obviously I'm taking Lux. We're camping for the weekend, barbecues, drinkies, show jumping, cross country, dressage, etc, etc. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so we've got camp this weekend, and then, do you know what, I might take her to a jumping clinic tomorrow. There's one at this same venue that we are going to camp for. There's a jump clinic there tomorrow, so I might take her to that. Have a little pop before the weekend. Lux is that horse that she actually benefits from having a little tune up before either a competition or an event or something like camp, just because it gets her head back in the game, and because she's so keen, it just kind of takes the edge off a bit if you do jump her a few days before, the day before or something. So yeah, I might take her there tomorrow, to that show jumping clinic. And then, yes, we've got camp this weekend, and then next weekend, what's next weekend? Why do I feel like we're doing something next weekend? Oh no, next weekend we've got a housewarming party here, which is so exciting. Not sure Lux's plans, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe, listen to this, maybe I'll go do a little dressage test or something like that. That'll be quite fun, like a little evening dressage test. That'll be fun. I can vlog that as well for you guys. I haven't really thought that far ahead. But as we know, money has been tight because of how quiet we've been, so I haven't really been doing a lot. She's still been worked like 4 or 5 days a week, jumped, etc, etc. But yeah, competing has just been put on the back burner. And then the first or second week of September, I'm going to go do the 80 at Pontypool. That'll be very exciting. Haven't evented at Pontypool before. Did a camp there with Sonic. It was amazing. So I've been there. I've schooled Lux down there. Just haven't ever competed. So yeah, Pontypool will be fun. And then we have Champs, which is sometime in September as well. We've qualified to do the 70, but hear me out. I think I might do the 80 open, because don't get me wrong, I love that I qualified for the 70. Literally, I'm so proud of her, and I would love to jump around there, but I would love a little bit of a challenge, just because I feel like we would confidently go around 70, have a really nice round, and that's amazing. That, like, 10 out of 10 vibes. However, I feel like I need something that I just want to challenge, I think. So I'm tempted to do the 80 open and just go for the day. Like, it's still the Champs. Obviously, I'm not qualified for the 80, but I can just do like the normal 80. I can still watch people doing the Champs around me. I can see the prize giving. Like, I can still be a part of the Champs, but just do the open. The open 80. I don't know. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Shall I just do the 70 as I qualified, or shall I just do the 80 open, because we haven't got the points to do 80, because obviously we've only done 2 Cotswold Cups this season, which is actually so sad. My idea was to do 4, so I'm praying. Well, I will be doing 4. If I do Pontypool and the Champs, that'll be my 4 events of the year, which I think is absolutely stunning. And we've done so much. Like, we've done camp, barrow farm, clinics, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm quite happy with doing 4 events this year, and then maybe I can put I would love to like set up a little eventing pot and then save all my money up until next season, and then be like, oh my god, look, I can enter all these things. Yeah, hats off to people who do it every weekend, honestly, hats off, because yeah, funds, wow. I genuinely say, for each event I spend, well, it is bad of me, because I do buy photos and I do buy my Equerel, and yeah, I do spend more money. I buy food there. Like, you can definitely do ways of like saving money, but I just don't. So I'd say you'd easily spend £250 to £300 per event, maybe even more, including your fuel. Which I feel like is something people don't talk about, like how expensive it actually is to do eventing. But then you guys probably know, we're all horsey here. But if you're a dog person, there you go. That's how much it is per event, roughly. Obviously, it does change depending on the venue, depending on how far you are, how much fuel you're spending, if you're staying the night before, if you don't buy food, if you even buy your eek reel or you don't buy photos. So obviously, it changes per person, per horse, per class, per venue. So it's just roughly what I personally have spent on things. So yeah, hence why we've been on a bit of a back burner, because all my cash has been going on my house. But yeah, that's kind of Lux's plan. She's going really well at the moment, and I'm just loving her. Like, I know that sounds really silly because I've obviously loved her since I got her, but I think with mares, it takes a bit of a while to click, and I have felt that with Lux, and I feel like that click is slowly starting to come now, which is amazing. Obviously, it's not, we haven't completely been like, yeah, we've clicked now, but I can feel it coming. Like, we're at a really good point, and I'm really, really enjoying her. Yeah, so that's kind of where Lux's plans are. What are your guys' plans? Have you guys got any competitions booked? Any fun rides booked? I really want to go to Burley, but I feel like I'm house sitting. So, yeah, I don't think I will be going to Burley. Isn't that the weekend of Pontypool as well, actually? I feel like it is. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I just want to go to Burley. It'll be really fun, but I don't think I'm going to be able to go, which is so upsetting. Oh my God, guys, I have so many exciting guests booked in to come on the podcast. I hope you guys are ready. I'm so excited. They won't be coming to my studio. I'm going to travel to them, which is absolutely fine. I didn't want to see my studio, clearly. No, it's totally joking. It's so much easier if I go and like drive two people. Honestly, it's easier. It's easier to do it that way. And yeah, I've got some exciting guests coming on, but also I wanted to keep, you know, it just me at times, because, you know, I just like to sit here, catch up with you guys, and absolutely chat waffle, to be completely honest. Oh my God, did I tell you about my car in my first episode? They had the cheek yesterday, right, to email me, "Hey Tay, how you getting on with your cougar? Hope it's all good. Please let me know your experience with Trust Ford, blah, 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 blah." Absolutely not. Do not have the cheek to message me that. Oh my God, I literally replied, I was like, not impressed whatsoever. Obviously, it was a lot more professional and longer than that. But yeah, how crazy. Like, sorry, you literally didn't treat me very well. So don't be messaging me. Yeah, I don't think they replied. So that's really fun. I'm really not a horrible person, but I did complain. I proper complained to Trust Ford, not gonna lie. So yeah, sorry, I don't know how I thought of that. That email just came straight through. Sorry, what in the January is this weather? Like, it's literally a storm outside and then the sun comes out. I didn't invite this whatsoever. Like, no one has consent for you to be here. Can you hear all this wind? I hope you can't. It's really annoying. Like, really annoying. Honestly, it's turnout rug weather. Can we just appreciate that? It's August. Honestly, horrific. Like, I'm thinking, do I need to rug Lux tonight? Because it might be wet. I've got no idea. Honestly, I had such a nice morning. So this morning I did a trial shift on the yard, because it's a new yard, so I just went to see what the routine was like, help out the girls, etc, etc. I got to put a horse on the water treadmill. It was great. I've never done it before. So I got to watch one of those sessions. It was really like educational, fun. I really want to book Lux in. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. Probably won't though, because again, Tay, it's like £45 a session. Do you have the cash to be doing that? No, girl. So shut up. Anyways, yeah, I'd love to do the water treadmill. It looks like it really works the right muscles. Yeah, it just looks so good for them. And the hind end working. Oh my goodness, absolutely stunning. So yeah, that was really fun this morning. Like I said, I got 2 days of them next week. And yeah, to be honest, that is kind of it. We went to the races on Saturday, went to newbie races, watched Dizzy Rascal, Bonkers. That is not the right one, is it? Some people think I'm bonkers. That's it. So that was really fun. That was a very animal-free day, which I feel like was needed. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my animals so much. But obviously you have them constantly. It's like kids, isn't it? Like, constantly twice a day, all the, like, obviously with Lux, and then Fergus is just all the time and stuff. So I had an animal-free day. I had babysitters for the horse, babysitters for the dog. It was just absolutely stunning. Like a really nice animal-free day, even though we did watch the races. But it was absolutely stunning, to be completely honest. And then we had a really nice day Sunday. Oh, we met all the new neighbours. Went to barbecue on Sunday and met all the new neighbours. I felt so nervous for that because I had no idea what I was going to talk about, but it was absolutely fine. It was absolutely fine. They're all so lovely. So that was really fun. And yeah, to be honest, that's kind of what we've been up to. Just a lot of gardening. I've got so much jet washing to do, guys. Oh my flipping heck. Like, honestly, I'm looking at the patio now. I've got to do one more big rinse of the patio. No, I don't. Lies. I've got to do all down there as well. But the patio area, like where the barbecue is and stuff, that's got one more big rinse to do. And then I've got to do the walkways. But oh my God, it makes you mucky. The first time I did it, right, I woke up in the morning, I literally had small rocks coming out my eyeballs. It was so itchy. So yeah, I've just been jet washing, walking the dog. Yeah. TBH, that's kind of it. But yeah, just a little message as well, whilst I was talking about the funding and stuff. If you aren't in a position where you can afford to be going out competing every week, or even just, doing bits and bobs with your horses, don't worry. Your horse is fed. Your horse is maybe, I don't know what your situation is, but hopefully you're riding and hacking and things like that. Or if they're just fed and well and happy and groomed, then that's fine too. Because I feel like I have so much pressure on myself to be like, oh my God, I'm not competing, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I'm seeing everyone on Instagram and everyone is out every single weekend, but I can't afford to do that. But then what if Lux is just sat in the field being really bored? Like, I put so much pressure on myself. For what reason? By the way, like, no one is telling me to go out competing. No one is telling me that Lux needs to do anything. But in my head, I'm like, it's summer and I need to be out every single day. I need to, just so hard, isn't it? So here's just your little message that if you aren't in a position that you can compete every weekend, or even, take your horse out to different places, go on fun rides and stuff like that, it's fine. It's fine, because I feel like I have to remind myself of this. But yeah, I do have some exciting plans, which I'm really grateful for. And I'm going to soak in every minute, because I know it doesn't come around all year round. And yeah, I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to whip-woo around my cross-country round. And I'm going to have the best time ever. Can't wait. I hope you guys have enjoyed this podcast. I know it's a really chit-chatty one, but I hope you can just listen to it while you're out hacking. I wonder what you're doing. Should we play this game? That game's really fun, isn't it? So I'm going to guess 3 things. If I get one of them right, that you're doing it right now, message me on Instagram. I really would love to know. Or if you're listening on Spotify, leave it in the comments of the review thingamabobby. So, top 3. I'm going to say you are poo picking your field. You are walking your dog. Or cleaning your house. If you're doing any of those 3 things, gotcha! Guess right, bitch. But yeah, let me know. I'm very intrigued to see. When do I mostly listen to podcasts? When I'm driving. Definitely when I'm driving, or poo picking. Or out hacking, I'm more of a music gal. I put music on and I just kind of zone out. But yeah, or cleaning the house. Or cleaning the house, I could bang out some tunes as well. But then I do voice note while I'm cleaning the house. Anyways, no one asked. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, if you're watching on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up and a comment, because it helps out so much. And I appreciate you guys even supporting my new little podcasts. Yeah, hope you're well. Hope you are having the best, breakfast, lunch, dinner. What are you going to have for dinner? What am I going to have for dinner? Absolutely no idea. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, anyways, hope you have a nice meal, whatever meal is next. Look at me thinking about food all the time. Yeah. Bye.